Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the code from the previous video that I built. So tonight we see how to manage some complexity with pointers, with raw pointers. So we continue our journey with pointers. Let me just do this now. I'll make some changes to the code. So I want you to think as to a string as a box. Okay, each string is inside a box. Each element of the string has its units. Okay, so each box is made up of units, and each box is part of the goods loaded onto the pallet. Let's think of a warehouse, okay, with our strings. So we have box units, box, 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 and our pallet. First thing I want to do, I want to put this code somewhere else. I want to put that code into a function. And this function will be called open pallet. What does open pallet do? So, what does open pallet do? Open pallet do. Open pallet calls our function here that was called length. It builds it serves to find the length of a string. Okay, but let's change this. Let's change the names. Okay, so no longer the length of a string, no longer the length, but the size. We get the size of a box. Okay, get box size. Each string is a box loaded onto our pallet. S will be a box unit. And here we can switch our syntax from this to this. We have to change this to, this is pallet. Yes. We'll see what this is. For now, let's leave it still. Okay. Let's build a for declaration. Now, what does open pallet do? First of all, this function will receive one of these pallets to open it. So, open, for example, let's test the function. Open pallet, which one of these? The second. Two. Open pallet, pallet 2. What is pallet 2? It is an array of pointers, but you must know a very important thing. The label of an array is always a pointer to the first element of the array, and the first element of the array is still, again, a pointer. So I'm passing, what am I passing really here? I'm passing a pointer to a pointer. So I inform the compiler that I'm going to pass a pointer to a pointer like this. Okay? Again, for the palette, how am I going to call this? When I open the palette, I'm finding a box. Okay? A box. So, what have I just done? I have copied the value associated with this label inside this memory location here that is suitable for storing the address of a memory location that stores another address to a memory location that stores a simple variable. Okay, so what will I do with box? Get box size box, and here to use this, but I can now change syntax here. Instead of this syntax, I can write box j, box ij. Now I'm displaying still letters separated by a new line, but I want now just a space. Just a space. Okay, so I open the palette 2, copy the content, copy the value, this value inside here. So this and this are different, okay? But this one lives and dies here with this function, while this one has the same duration as the program. Okay, the program runs, it lasts for all the duration of the program. Okay, whatever I pass, I wanted to say this to you. Whatever I pass to a function, I am copying it. So I could call this, for example, even palette 2. Okay, I could call this palette 2. They would be different entities still. Okay, but they would have still the same memory address. They would store the same memory address because I'm copying the memory address from here to here. Let's go now and see if everything is all right. I say to you that it should compile. I say that it compiles. Let's go. Let's see. What was that? 4, 3. CDB. Okay. There's a problem here. Get box size was not declared in this scope. In fact, something that I missed. Void. No. Here, the for declaration. Get box sites. Okay, exactly what I want. Let's go on now. Now that I know that the open palette function works well, I want to use it in a loop, okay, in order to display the content of all these palettes. But to do so, I want to pass through another entity. That is what? I will call it simply a room, a sector, okay? Sector 1, sector 1, room, better. So this is a pointer to a pointer. Why? Because I'm storing here palette 1, palette 2, and palette 3. So now sector 1 room 0 will be palette 1. Sector 1 room 1 will be palette 2. Sector 1 room 2 will be palette 3. Okay. And now I get rid of this function and build another function. I build another function. But before that, let me just add more data. Sector 2 room palette 4, palette 5, palette 6, and still here const sector 3 room palette 7, palette 8, palette 9. So I want now a function that manages these rooms. Okay, rooms in sector 1, rooms in sector 2, rooms in sector 3. How? So it will be something like this. Manage sector. Manage sector rooms. Manage sector rooms. Okay. So let's build our function, new function. It will be always while manage sector rooms. What will it do? It will, with a loop, it will call the open palette function. It will call the open palette function. But what do I pass to manage sector rooms? I will pass each one of these entities. So I will pass now, just to test the function, sector 1 room. Okay, so manage sector rooms will receive what? A const color triple pointer. Okay, manage sector rooms room. Okay, room near my eye. Okay, so now we should see the content of all the contents of this palette here when I compile. But before that, I have to add the forward declaration. I could leave it here, but oh, palette was not declared in this scope. Did you mean palette 9? Something happened. And also, yes, palette. Yes, this was the problem. Okay, it compiled. Okay, fantastic. We have what I wanted. Now what? It might be enough for tonight, but I want to display all this still. So manage sector rooms here will become a helper function for another function, and this other function, guess what? It will be what? A warehouse. Yeah, a warehouse a warehouse area. Okay. I will give it sector 1 room, and this should be, and these are rooms, huh? Remember, these are rooms. Sector 1 room 0, room 1, room 2, 2 room, sector 3 room. So given the fact that I don't like this name, this here there should be plural names. Let's build a synonym for it. How? Let's just add an S, and let's build a synonym here with the use of references. This is the reference for sector 1 room. Okay, I know that you don't understand now what I'm doing, maybe, if you're new to this, but it's good that you don't understand now what I'm doing, because I'm going to explain it soon. I want your curiosity to increase. That's how we learn the best. So now I have all my synonyms for sector 1, sector 2 and sector 3 room. Okay, so I can use, here there is an error, I can use the plurals here. So these are synonyms. What is a synonym? If I have a variable like this, okay, in 1, I can declare a synonym for it in this way. This is called a reference, and it is used like this. For example, and now both x x here now both x and x ref here have the value 21. Okay, now x is equal to 21, but, and let's get rid of this, it's enough. Now here I had to use a syntax a bit more complex because there is the subscript operator involved, and so I had to enclose this in parentheses, and I have also to keep these declarations here. Okay, now let's go on and finish. I have the warehouse area, so I will want to build a function to pass the warehouse area. I call the function manage area, and I pass it warehouse area. Okay, so let's build manage area. What is the argument now? You tell me. You should have learned now. If this is an array of triple pilots, guess what? What is this? Yeah, oh yeah, it's just that. So I will call this area, and now with our follow-up that we copy here, I will call manage sector rooms as a helper function. Manage sector rooms area I. Remember, I'm copying this into this, okay? But I could leave this if I wanted. It would be the same thing. Let's do it just to demonstrate to you. Warehouse area, okay? Remember, whatever we pass to a function is copied, and whatever we return from a function too, maybe I didn't tell you this, it's very important. Whatever we return from a function also is copied. Okay, here, for example, I declared the variable counter, and this counter here lives and dies with this function. So I'm not returning the variable here. I'm returning a copy of the value stored here in counter. Okay. Now, this, however, is valid for everything but for references. We'll see that references have a different behavior when they are passed or passed to functions or returned from functions. However, enough explaining. Let's see now if it compiles after we add the forward declaration. I hope that I did all well. Okay. Let's add a semicolon. There shouldn't be any error. There shouldn't be any error in this horrible piece of code. Huh? I say horrible because this is just to teach you. No one would be so crazy to program like that. Ah, no errors. Fantastic. So that's all for tonight. Thank you and bye.